Hey guys, what's up? It's Nicole. Welcome back to my channel. Hey, how's everybody doing today? Today is story time, so get yourself a snack, get yourself a drink. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification so that way you will know when I upload another story time. And let's get into this one. So this one we're going to title it Bonnie and Clyde Valentine's Day Night. So a Bonnie and Clyde Valentines. So here we go. So me and Neil met in 2012, in September of 2012. So this was February of 2013, and we had been dating for a little bit, and we were just so into each other, you guys. Like, we would stay with each other all night long. I never went home, or he would never go home, and I didn't have a home at the time. I was actually sleeping on my friend's couch, so he would come over and stay the night with me on this couch all the time, or his parents would let me come over and stay with them. So we were just so in love, and we were just using pills left and right, and on methamphetamine also. So when I talk about our relationship in the past tense back then, it was very toxic and volatile in the fact that we were using a lot of drugs, and we were doing things that could get us in a lot of trouble all the time. You know, like whether it was drinking and driving, or using and driving, or driving with drugs in our car. I mean, it was just like a lot. So it was February 14th, and we wanted to get like a hotel room so we could like have a romantic night and just enjoy each other and get high and kick it. So I was like, yeah, let's go get a hotel. So we drove into Little Rock, and we went to Southwest. Don't ask me why we went to Southwest, because Southwest is the hood. So we drove down to Southwest Arkansas, or Southwest Little Rock, and we stopped at this hotel called the Ritz. And when I tell you guys, it is literally in crack alley. Like, I don't know what we were thinking. But we went inside, and we were like, hey, we want to rent a hotel room. And the guy at the front desk was like an Indian guy or something. And he got so snippety with us. He was like, no, I'm not renting you a room. And me and Neil were really intoxicated. Like, we had been up for days and like eating methadone and just fucked up. And I was like, not understanding what the problem was. I was like, dude, what's your problem? Like, we just want to rent a room. You have plenty of vacancies, you know. And he was refusing to rent us a room. Then he pulled out, like, he had a pistol behind the desk, and he was like, listen, I'm not renting you a room. And he had just like showed it, like he was like strong arming, like, yo, if y'all don't leave. And I was thinking, what the hell? Like, we weren't in there like acting like we were gonna rob him. I mean, we weren't like that. Like, we were just trying to get a room. We had money and everything. And so I was pissed, and I was high. And so Neil always carried a Glock. Like, he had this Glock inside this little box, and we would carry it underneath my passenger seat. And I got so mad. We walked out to the car. I took my tank top off, and I had two shirts on. I took my tank top off. I tied it around the license plate so you couldn't see our license plate. Neil drove up to the front, and he let me out. And I walked in there, and I was like, listen, dude, you don't ever fucking tell us, you know, standing there with a gun, like waving it like I'm going to do something. Y'all, I was so scared after I did that. I was like, what was I thinking? You know how when you get so angry that you just do something without reacting? It was like I was so mad that he was like refusing to rent us a room. I know it sounds so trivial, but when you're like high and fucked up and on Xanax, like I was just like, you know what I mean? Like I didn't care. And I like jumped back in the car, and Neil sped off, and we drove off, and I had that t-shirt around the license plate. I am not even lying, like, hand to the Bible. Y'all can ask Neil. True story. So we rode off, and everything was fine. Nothing happened. The cops didn't come. Like, we just rode off, and I didn't go in there like pointing it. I was just like, I've got a gun too, you know? Like, you don't treat us like that, because a lot of times I feel like people would see us, and I would be so tweaked out. Like, I'd be like, that people would like kind of know that we were on drugs. And so they would automatically judge us before we even had a chance, you know? And it bothered me a lot back then. But we drove into North Little Rock, which is like still not a good area, but it's better than where we're at. And we got the most beautiful hotel room, you guys. It was right by the airport. It had like a big bathtub, jacuzzi bathtub. It had the continental breakfast, but no, it was a special one since it was Valentine's Day. They had like waffles and a chocolate fondue machine where the chocolate came out. And we stayed up all night and just loving each other. And then the next morning we got up and we went and ate all those waffles and chocolate. And I was like, you know what? This really, it paid off. But yeah, that's my Bonnie and Clyde story. And things like that, like just things where me and Neil, I would do things without thinking because I had him with me, and I would kind of like be showing out, or I knew he was going to back me up. Always happened, especially when we were messed up. So I just thought, it just came to my mind because I was thinking about how long we've been together, you know, and I was thinking, we've been together for 6 years now, and I was thinking of all the things we've been through together. And you know, I thought he would have like said, this girl's crazy, I'm getting rid of her then. But he stuck by me, and now we're like sober and living our lives together and happy. And so it just goes to show you that like if you're struggling and you're making bad choices, like you can change and make good choices. Like it just, don't give up. Don't give up. But I wanted to share that with you guys. I thought it was kind of, I think it's funny now, but I'm so glad that we didn't get shot, because we could have got shot and killed, you know. And God was with me every step of the way, you guys. He was always protecting me because he knew he had a bigger plan for me. He had a bigger plan for me and my little family, and he knew I was going to be Nate's mom, you know. So anyway, I just want to share that with you guys. I'll talk to y'all later.